Scorpio, welcome to the Astroflower. This is going to be a reading going from the 19th through to the 25th, Christmas Day. Let's just connect to the energy line that is flowing directly through this studio and through this flower, and we'll open the portal to the Astroflower and allow your Astroflower to focus itself. There we go. Let's just dive straight in there. Let's see what's going on. Let's find out what's going on with the overall energies for you, Scorpio, this week. There's a little bit of stress, concerned, I think, with sort of maybe jobs, finances, the future and stuff like that. It seems like that way. That seems to be carrying a little bit of stress from that. Let's just see. One door closes, another door opens. This could be within your own job and stuff like that. I think it's more concerned with your physical side than your material side than your relationship side. Let's just see what's going on there. There is the Knight of Swords, so it's a call to mission, basically. It's the charge. It's at some point you've got to go. You've got to go ahead and do it. And it seems like now is the moment to do it. This week here, just coming up to Christmas, position yourself by the looks of things going forward. And I would position yourself not only in your material world, but also on your relationship side. Let's just see what's going on with the karmic mission or the karmic message on your relationship side. It's very tingly. It's really nice as it comes through. There. It's opening up your heart this week. I think in whichever sense, it's opening up your heart this week. The Five of, I think this is basically, it's your karmic mission here is to be the best example of who you are. I think this is what it is, and I think this conflict that is sometimes associated with this card, yes, can be conflict from outside in the outside world, but it's also due to the conflict that is within us. And there is one person here, which is on this side here. This person here is just, they're the one they found. They've got their wand free, and this is the person you want to be striving to be. I think it's opening up yourself, your own personal conflicts within you, to be the best example of who you can be. And I think it's a case of opening your heart basically to the world that is around you. Let's just see what's going on here, how the universe is trying to influence your karmic message. Now this is also how the divine plan, as it were, influences through the karmic message in your life and just helps you out. And here they're sort of like, they're pulling a lot of things, so a lot of emotions actually. They're providing a lot of emotions for you this week. The High Priestess, that intuition that goes through you, and it is emotionally driven by the looks of it, but you're going to get a lot of insight coming from general feeling of the situation of the world that is around you. And with this sort of feeling comes a bit of responsibility, but you do need to open your heart here and be the best example of who you are. And I think this is using your intuition in a really good way in order to not only help yourself, but also to help other people through and stuff like that. That's, just generally being there for other people, I think is going to be quite important for you. Let's just see what the karmic how the guides are trying to influence your karmic message. They are doing a protection job on you. They really are looking after you. So the coincidences that are happening around you, some of them may be there in order to sort of put you in a place within relationships where you're much more comfortable and you're in a good place. Queen of Swords. This is really strong energy, Scorpio. You've got a lot of power going with you at the moment. There's no doubt about it. yeah, there's a lot of energy going on here for you. Absolutely beautiful. It's the clarity of what the guides are bringing to you here is clarity of thought, but also a direction to be taken. The wind is blowing at her back, and it's so the whole of the universe is pushing them forward. And this is what this protection is all about. I think the way they give you the protection is the clarity of that vision coming from the universe, so you can see where you're going, or you see how to interact with other people, and you've got to be able to play with it. And this is where you're going to have to, trust a little bit, open your heart, and trust things that are around you. And it's not that you don't trust around you, but sometimes you can just be a little bit scared of, having your head knocked off. So yeah, it's having that confidence and that inner vision to go forward. Let's just see what see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that is within you. Scorpios tend to have pretty dry humour. Yeah, very good humour. Very, very good humour. And I think it's a week to allow your humour to open up and play a little bit with the world that is around you. Five of Swords, you've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. It's a trying time for you at the moment, and your humour may be influenced by the by the interaction with the world around you. So you may have a slight sensation of disappointment, but then I think that's where your humour will be able to convey your disappointments, but without you being too implied in confrontation. Because I would avoid confrontation this week, basically. And it's the best way to do it. If you do get involved in confrontation, I think you might feel disappointed in the end. That's the flip side of it. It will give you a lot of inspiration and also visions of how to go forward if you've gone through these conflicts. But I think it's a case here that I would stay away from that. I would, I would allow your call to mission be your higher ground, basically. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. Here's the karmic mission, or the karmic message here. They're showing me lots of doors, and there's one door that goes, you open it and there's sunshine. I think this is about where you start choosing your evident path, choosing the path that is most satisfying to you, as well as changing your job so it's more satisfying. But okay, you may get sort of $50 less a month, or whatever it is, but then again, there's a lot less stress. And I think this is sort of saying to you, choose your evident path. Those ideas are going to come true to you. It's very logical, and you've got a lot of air in you, because the base of you is basically air. And there's a lot of air in you, Scorpio. And I think these ideas that are brewing through you at the moment, it could be a change of direction in your life in regards to your job, your business, and stuff like that. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence this karmic message. This is no time to rest on your laurels. I wouldn't be inactive over this time. I would be networking, and you're very good at networking when you put your mind to it. And I would encourage that within you. Two of Wands. There's a definite choice to be made here. There is it's a choice of sort of passion in a way, where you've got a clear vision of what you want. And this ties it very well into the High Priestess as well. This is using very much your intuition about how you progress on this journey, how you plan your future. You've got to be, the universe is saying you've got to be implied in this. You can't just let it happen. It can't just let it flow. You've got to be engaged. This is what this networking thing is all about, I think. Let's just see how the what's going on the guides, how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. There's a lot of satisfaction here. They seem to recognize what you want. So I would be very attentive, and this is where the networking comes into play. I'd be very attentive to the coincidences that happen around you, which help to guide you. It's not direct coincidences with you. It's overheard conversations that's nothing to do with you, or signs that you go past and it says something in particular, or a colour, or a shape, and just things that are outside you that sort of like helps you to realise your path. Yeah, it's going towards the sunshine. This is the sunshine, that happiness which is behind that door that I was talking about. Once you start walking in that direction, I think this is a really good thing for you. I'm not sure, I think this may be affecting this side. So people may be a little bit disappointed in you because you've chosen to take a certain path. And I wouldn't be. I wouldn't let that affect you. I would go ahead and do it. Choose that path because it's definitely taking you towards a much happier place, I think. So let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. They're making plans. They're playing into the universe here with the Two of Wands here. They're really making plans for the future. They're saying, what about this? What about that? And these are the sort of conversations that are going to be running around you. Everything seems possible at the moment to you. Everything seems possible. Knight of Wands. Look at that. You've got another knight. You've got two knights on there. And you've got a page on there as well. So there is, this energy coming through this job or business or that sort of thing as it comes through you. It's really passionate, and I think it's open. The possibilities that are open to you are really good, and I think this ties into your call to mission, basically. And I think this has to do with more your financial side more than anything else, and your job and stuff like that. Let's just have a look what the outcome is here. I'm getting a letter. So it could be a contract. It could be a breaking of a contract from your side saying, oh, no, I'm leaving this job. I'm going to a new job. Excuse me. Really excuse me there. Yeah, there's but I think it's more of a case. It seems like a good letter. I think it's a very positive thing. It's more of an announcement. It could be you being offered a job or something like that. It's Nine of Swords. So it's the it's the coming to the end of a cycle of worry. I think a decision is being made here for you. So it's the end of those sleepless nights and sort of worrying about how you're going to do things, how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. And this is just a case here of just going ahead and doing it, I think. And this is what your call to mission is. And it's going to mean between Christmas and New Year, there is decisions that need to be made, I think. And that's what's been causing you maybe a little bit of troublesome, really, more than anything else. I think that's coming to an end. And it's coming to an end very quickly as it goes through. Look at this. You've got a lot of swords going on, and hang on a second. You've only got one cup. I've only just realised this. Sorry about this, but look at this. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords, and 1, 2, 3 wands. There's a lot of passionately mental energy going on here. You're really repositioning yourself. Take this time out to really engage in it. Engage in this change for you. And decisions will be had to be made. And that's what that Two of Wands is all about. I reckon that's going to be coming into play in the following week. And it will put to bed those worries and those sleepless nights that you may have been having. Let's just connect ourselves with the energy of the earth. Let's just see if there's a message from this vibration here. No time to lose. It's really quick. It's very definite. It's saying no time to lose, Scorpio. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. Regardless of what it is or where you're going, doing it is going to serve you a lot more than not. That's for sure. Yeah, it may be stressful making those decisions and stuff like that, but I think it's a case of just, you've got to do it. You've got to nip this in the bud, as it were. Okay? There you go, Scorpio. Michael and Tanya and myself, we've been doing a lot of work. This is just the start of the evolution of the Astroflower. We're coming out with some new readings in January, and that is going to be amazing. Going to be really beautiful. So it'd be good to have you here on this journey. In the meantime, Scorpio, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.